So this is actually going to be. Is this going to be A1 or A2?
Yeah, let me see.
Yeah.
I do have the bracket with me, so we can find a little bit more about this.
Yeah, we can see a little bit. So where is this? So this will be winners round 1.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So these two players, who are they seeded to play? So the winner of this match will go on to play Club. Panda Gaming's Club. Panda Club. I always do that. I always call it Panda Gaming because there's gaming and there's pandas and they're gaming.
They are indeed.
But yeah, basically whoever wins this match will go on to face the first seed of the entire tournament.
That's scary.
Yeah, one of the greatest players of all time. And right now they're...
I think they're warming up.
They're warming up. Okay, sometimes when they start hitting each other, it's a little bit hard to tell. But we're going to see a Falco Ditto. You've played so many high-level Falco Dittos.
Oh, I haven't. I've actually been playing a bit of Falco recently.
Oh,
I've been feeling that itch, and I've been thinking about this particular matchup a lot.
For those of you that don't know, Zoo, one of the all-time great Falcos. One of the players that I watched a lot when I was starting the game.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, of course. I mean, the Southern California, the Northern California videos, all the work that everybody did, and like, for example, Phil, you're gonna see later.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just
commentary.
Did a lot to spread the scene. Like I was in high school, I think, just watching people like Zoo and Silent Spectre play a bunch. That was a huge way that people got into the scene, and there were various waves of that, right? There was the documentary that got a lot of people in. There were, appearances at big tournaments like CEO that got a lot of people into the game. The first CEO was it 2013 or 2014 or 2015? I'm trying to remember the first big one.
Oh, I can find out.
Where Melee was there. And that got a lot of people into the scene. There are a lot of Florida players that started after that. And I think that's really, really cool to see. Falco Ditto is very, very technical, very flashy. They are going to do a lot of damage to each other, and we'll talk you through how to do that if you're not familiar. And if you are, you know what you're about to see.
So Falco Dittos, I think, is a very interesting matchup. Like, a lot of people think of matchups in terms of, like, going up to where you have two numbers that add up to 100, right? Like 50-50.
Oh, I don't see why they have to add up to 100, yeah.
So that's kind of where I'm going with this, right? Because I think in Falco Dittos,
yes,
Falco Dittos I feel like is almost like a 70-70 matchup or something. I love that you agree with me because Falco is one of the characters that really, really I think beats up Falco the hardest.
Yes.
Ironically.
Yeah.
And I think it's very possible we'll see a lot of that right here because with Falco Dittos it's like, okay, Falco has the short hop laser, a very unique mechanic in Super Smash Bros. Melee where you can shoot out a laser and it just stuns your opponent, right?
Yeah.
So and so there's going to be a lot of that, but then once Falco gets in and gets a combo, it can be really, really deadly.
Thank you for bearing with us, everybody who's hearing the mechanics explained again. But you can actually, in this game, depending on the character, if you hold jump for a short enough time, you go lower on that jump than you normally do. And you might ask, why would I want to go lower? So you can do moves faster. Look at the, look at the Falcos just do aerials at each other, just put out attack after attack after attack very quickly. You can also fall during the aerial, which makes them even faster. You can also L-cancel the aerial, which makes their lag halved.
Yep. So
you get these huge punish and combo strings that you can do to each other. And Falco has these amazing offensive and defensive tools to deal with that. Do Falco Dittos, is that the matchup you want as a Falco? There are some matchups that if you're going into a tournament, you are very happy to see that character. Like Foxes like to see Sheiks, I feel like. Mars like to see Foxes. Do Falcos like to see other Falcos?
I feel like usually, I think it really depends. Yeah. I actually feel like it's like one way or the other. I think some people really do not like Falco Dittos and some people really do.
That makes a lot of sense. There are a lot of different ways and playstyles and skills that you can have. I think the Falcos that are really, really good at scrapping or particularly good at oppressing their opponent with lasers.
Right.
Both of them are going to like that, and then you just have to have a huge, huge punish game. Great bait there. It's kind of a classic move back a little bit, F smash where you were standing in case they come toward you.
I think another one is Falcos who like the Falco Ditto, I feel like tend to be really good at scrapping and kind of counterattacking. Like kind of throwing out that kind of random, or not random, but like very quick up tilt like I think right there 2Dblux, excuse me, was trying to do. Shot out a shield, another one.
That's a big one. So can you talk a little bit about shot out a shield for the people that might not know?
Yeah, so obviously in this game you can shield, but you can jump out a shield and then you can shine right after the jump if you do it very quickly. So it's Falco's, I think, fastest out of shield option. It's faster than just shield grab. So it's like if your opponent is kind of attacking your shield and they kind of have a little bit of a defensive or, sorry, offensive hole in that pressure, you can maybe time a shine out of shield to kind of attack them in between their pressure.
It is a really, really crucial thing to know how to do and to time it well. So you can shine, and if you shine close enough to the ground, you'll land on the ground and be able to jump cancel that without using your second jump, which is how you're seeing some of these extended combos after those defensive reversals. There is just, like, when I say it like that, I just realize how much there is to learn and get good at in this game. And you get better every time you do it. And it's just like you get a new tool, and then you can show up to the next tournament. I can shine out a shield grounded now. There's just so much to continue to learn.
There is a lot, but it's really satisfying when you get it.
Oh, it feels great. It feels fantastic. Oh, side B spike. That is a dangerous move to edge guard, but you got to do it right.
You got to go for it sometimes, yep.
You absolutely got to go for it.
Can't let them get back onto the stage for free every time now. 2Dblux, okay. I think maybe just by standing there put a little bit of pressure on Leon17, and you know, sometimes that's all you need to kind of get your opponent to be a little bit disoriented and kind of force them to make a little bit of a mistake there, which we kind of just saw. So
I do that a lot, and so part of it is that you're really just mashing side B, you know, the illusion, the phantasm, as quickly as you can. You're hoping you're not in stun, so you can get to the ledge. But if you're a little bit off, you just die. But you just want it to happen, and then you're more nervous because it's tournament. Oh, big meaty hit. So you see that actually a lot with Falcos. When they think the other one's gonna flinch, out comes the big forward smash.
Yep. I think that's a mistake that maybe Falcos in particular will do, is that they will try to extend the combo in a way that, like, maybe puts yourself at risk or maybe doesn't really give you that much damage. And sometimes just ending the combo quick with a big forward smash, going for the edge guard or whatever, or just getting the kill early can be really good. Now we're seeing that from Leon17 right back.
You saw it. So you saw this short hop down air and faded a little bit back, and then 2Dblux went to kind of lunge at it, and then the F smash came out. Such an interesting game of baits and, you know, who's actionable first. There's a lot of science behind the madness.
There's definitely science, even though it looks really, really crazy, right? There's a lot of thought that's put into every move.
Absolutely. They're the double jump bait to try and get Leon17 to do a move before coming down with the back air. I feel like if there were a character that would want to really fight the other one, if they met a clone of themselves, it would be Falco, just based on the games. Like, a Falco sees another Falco, and it's time to fight. Like, who would maybe be more aggressive towards themselves? I have to think about it.
Falco does seem like he might have that type of personality. All right. Yeah, up throw back air. Nice. Falco's throws actually do lead into an aerial if DI'd improperly, so it's hard to DI it.
Like, it's cool that Falco throws the lasers when the up air happens, but it also means that you have a defensive option, right? Like, if you're getting up thrown by Falco and those lasers hit you and you DI them or SDI them, right? You can avoid a lot of the, you know, a lot of the follow-ups, right?
Yep. Yeah, I think with the right DI, I don't know if Falco's throws on Falco are true at any percent. I could be wrong, but a lot of the percentages, it's actually not true. But it's very difficult to get that proper DI because Falco's throws are just so quick.
It's kind of, you know, like, does Falco down throw a combo on Falco? And the answer is like, maybe. You know, and it's funny that, you know, we're 20 years into the game and there's still so much to learn and figure out exactly how it works.
All right, so 2Dblux up 1-0 has the percentage lead right now, but this could definitely go either way. Leon, I'm always scared when Leon is off stage, and 2Dblux cleans it up with the back air on the high recovery, so
that was a good win. You will go on to face Plup, which is a very terrifying opponent, but also cool. You know, I think you show up to these tournaments wanting to play